The Me-262 HG3 could have been a tide turner for the Germans during World War II. I've got a kit of one to make. Let's see how it got on right here on Gary's Stuff. Hello there, I'm Gary. Welcome to the channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. Today I am building the 1/48 scale kit of the Messerschmitt Me-262 HG3 from Amusing Hobby. Developed from the classic Me-262, the HG3 featured a highly swept wing, engines buried in the wing roots, and a more streamlined canopy. Although tested in a wind tunnel, it never flew, so it's not clear how much the extreme wing sweep would have helped, probably offering a fairly marginal increase in speed. Now, if you like the video and you'd like to support the channel for free, you can do that by subscribing. If you do, make sure you hit the bell and you'll be notified of all my future content as it is published. And of course, anything you like on the channel, please do give it the old imperial thumbs up on the like button below, because every like counts. If you want to make a more concrete contribution to the channel, you can do so through any of my online partner programs in the information box below. Okay, let's make a start building the Messerschmitt Me-262 HG3 in 1/48 scale from Amusing Hobby. First, a quick look at the paints and products I've used in this build. The main colours for the exterior are from the new Ammo Atom range. Like the kit itself, these were donated by viewer Dane Stewart. Thank you very much, Dane. I must say I was mightily impressed by these paints. I'll do a review very soon. Other products include ammo, one-shot primers, my usual blend of glues, including AK Crystal Magic for the canopy, ammo and Galleria varnishes, and these thinners and cleaners. I use the ammo thinner as it's specifically recommended for the atom paints. The others are my go-to brands. I sprayed the inside of the fuselage top and bottom with just aluminium, just because you might see inside. You might not, but nah, why not? So the first thing I need to do is put the nose gear bay into place, and we'll just seal that up with a bit of glue. There's also this kind of keel piece that goes between the two main gear bays and between the main engines, in fact. Like so. Next, the exhaust cones go in the tail end of the pipes here. The inlets I've already sprayed with aluminium on the inside, and they clip together these pins and locator sockets like so. Then this bulkhead crosspiece goes in across the keel and slips into these slots on either side of the base, like so. Then the inlet ducts can slip in. They go on top of these pegs set into the fuselage like so. These pieces represent the parts of the engine casing that can be seen inside the undercarriage bay. So they just get clipped together and then stuck in place with glue. And when these are set, the pipes sit into this end wall first. And then this front turbine section sits on the front, like so. We can assemble the cockpit, putting the rudder bars in first. The whole cockpit has been painted a very dark grey, and then I've put a bit of dry brushing with white because I really wanted to pump up the contrast in here. There's this side panel that goes in here. If it's fuses or circuit breakers or instruments, whatever. Instrument panel itself, again, all dry brushed. There's no decals here. There's no decals on the sheet for it. But it's all been just dry brushed on. And then a few highlight colours picked out. And it looks really convincing, I think. 1/48 allows you to do stuff like this. Then we have the control column that goes in here. And then finally the seat. And the seat, as usual, I've just added some straps, bits of masking tape as straps, and painted them up. And that goes in as well. And that's the cockpit. It's actually doesn't look too bad, I think. Just a little bit of touching up on these side walls here, and that'll be ready. The last bit to go on is the gun sight that fits in here. Like so. I'll just paint that up in a minute to get rid of a lot of the clear, just leave the clear parts of the actual sighting mechanism. Then when it's complete, the cockpit tub sits up into the fuselage like this. So it sits there. And before I close up the fuselage, I've put in 20 grams of nose weight. I think that'll be plenty, but you know, we'll see. I'm pretty sure 20 grams is going to do the job because it's quite a lot, and there's not a lot of tail, to be honest with you, and the main gear is quite far back. But anyway, so once you've done that, I can just slot the top half on and close her up. Now with the two halves glued together and the cockpit in place, I can put the canopy on using some clear PVA to bond it in place. And I've started the mask, so when that's dried I can just add the inside bits of each of these with a bit of liquid mask, and that will be ready, and we can carry on with the build. There is a separate tail plane, or tail section actually, which comes in two halves. Now this suggests to me that eventually there will be a V-tail version, which will be the development, but anyway, for the moment we have a conventional tail. So when you're ready, the tail section can just click into place on the fuselage. Now, with the black primer finished, I can now start some highlighting with white. Then when the pre-shade has dried, I'm going to apply some light blue to the underside. When you've finished painting and you've put some gloss varnish down, you can start applying the decals. Now the fun thing with this is you can put what you like, where you like, pretty much, because it's a what-if plane. And who knows what Germany might have done had the war continued in terms of their layouts, in terms of what goes where. Actually, no, I think, see, for example, I looked at it and thought, no, I'll have it the other side. I'll have the E3 at the back rather than the front. So we go, that's what we can do. We can put the E3 at the back. I've no idea what that's going to stand for. It could stand for absolutely anything. It doesn't matter because it's made up anyway. So we'll just get that into where we think we would like it to be. I think I'll align the edge of that cross there, like so. And just go around the whole plane like that, putting things wherever you feel you want to put them. Now going into the last stages of the build, we can put the tail planes into place now that they've been painted and the tail's been painted as well. We don't have to worry about masking it all off. The main leg goes into this huge hole at the back here and settles down into that. It has a sort of a distinctly rearward sort of cant to it. Then we need to put in this actuator. There's a sort of rectangular, grab hold of. There's a rectangular hole at the bottom there, and there's a rectangular peg on this. And it goes into that, like so, and then the actuator connects with a tiny little pin to the main leg just there. And the gear doors can go on. This rear door kind of hooks in to these slots here, and it's actually quite angled out. I guess to make room for the tires. So I'm just going to squeeze that together, and that should then. There is a little tab under there that should set that angle for you automatically. Then the front doors clip on here, like so. So there's a round hole in the cross member this goes into. You can get that in. There it goes. And then that just connects to the door like so to hold it in place. There. Like that. Nose gear goes into this forward slot in here. So. Then there's an actuator leg for this as well. It goes into a peg at the back there. And connects to the front of the leg there. Okay, so it goes on there. That goes in there. There we go. So it goes in the peg at the base there, and it goes onto this. There's a hole in the end of the leg, and that goes onto this peg on the main gear, sorry, the nose gear leg here, and that keeps it in place. The nose gear door slots down into here and connects with the front of the nose gear like so, like this. The other nose door goes in here. There's a couple of little slots for it to sit into. Like that. And there's an actuator door that goes in as well, like so. Actuator arm, I should say, not actuator door. The door's there. The actuator arm goes in there. And when they're set, the wheels can go on. So there it is, the amusing hobby Messerschmitt Me-262 HG3 in 1/48 scale. A very, very nice kit to put together. Everything went together sensibly, well, nicely designed. The plastic is exceptionally well molded. Everything fits together. I used like almost no filler. I think 2 tiny bits of filler on the whole plane. Everything else just went together. I enjoyed doing the paintwork. It wasn't one in the scheme list at the back, but I just thought, that's what I'll do. Because with a what if plane, you can do whatever you feel like ultimately. But overall, I really, really enjoyed the build, and I think it makes a stunning looking aircraft. There it is, a nice kit to build of a very, very interesting airplane. If you've liked the show, and I hope you have, please remember, give it the old Imperial thumbs up on the like button below there, because every like counts. And if you haven't done so yet, please do subscribe to the channel, hit the bell, and you'll be notified of all my future content as it's published. Thank you so very much for joining me today. Hope to see you again soon on the channel. Take good care now, and goodbye.